Hello everyone, today we are here with the group 3 Band 3 Style and my name is Natakon Siratanaran.
And my name is Wongkong Pinisatin.
Okay, my name is Danan Punit.
Today we will be going to the interview session.
Hello everyone, today we are here with Prof.Johnny and we will have an interview about education. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready when you are.
So I will start with my question. Could you tell me about yourself and describe your background in brief?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone, to whoever's watching this video. My name is Teacher John. I'm a professor here at Kmutt University where I teach IELTS listening and speaking and also reading and writing to first year and second year students. And I've been living in Thailand and teaching here for the last 10 years. And I've taught in high school, I've taught at university, and I also teach English at some companies and government departments. And in my free time I like to read, I like to watch films, and I like to travel too.
For the next one what is the reason why you teach in KMUTT?
I think KMUTT offers a very good opportunity to help students grow. The course at KMUTT focuses on academic skills, and there are lots of academic skills that we can practice. And the reason why I chose to teach here is because I like to really watch people grow, and I think that's why I like teaching English. And I think when you learn a language, it takes time. It takes time to learn it. And it's also commitment and dedication to learn a language. And for me as well, when I learn other languages, it takes the same level of commitment and dedication. That's hard to teach to somebody, and that takes a lot of effort, but being able to do it is great. And the course at KMUTT offers me that opportunity to help students, teach them the level of English that we use back in native English speaking countries such as the UK, so that we can help them grow and get to their next level. That's why I chose it.
It's a very good answer. And for the last one for me, what do you think about the education in Thailand and your hometown? How is it different?
Very different. It's a completely different world. The education system in Thailand focuses on memorization from my experience. When I've worked in different schools here in Thailand, I've seen the way that students are taught to remember and memorize as much information as they can. And while that might have some benefits, such as mathematical skill, it also can result in a lack of creativity in other departments. Whereas in the UK, it's completely different. The education system in the UK is not taught to remember or memorize. It's more taught to get your own understanding of the topic. And students in the UK and in many other Western countries are encouraged to ask questions in class. They are encouraged to let themselves be heard and give their own opinion about topics, and also to ask the teacher if they don't understand or if they do understand, and also just to generally ask the teacher for their perspective on the topic. Whereas in Thailand, that's much less likely. It's much more likely to be from reading and to follow the teacher. And I think it comes down to a cultural difference. I think in society over in Thailand, I think people look to the teacher as a figure that you have to really listen to. And it's the same in the West. The teacher's a figure to look at and listen to, but I feel like in more like a mentor, more like a friend, compared to over here, it seems to be more like a figure that you have to respect all the time. And I think that comes down to culture. And sometimes I think it makes the teacher less approachable for the students. And I think that might be the reason why some students feel a bit shy. But those are the differences that I saw.
To ask you, how do you handle with a student who acting all against you?
That's a good question. I think there's always a reason that you have to understand. I think aggression, I think it's quite normal for a lot of students, especially teenagers or younger students. The way I deal with that is I have to understand where this aggression is coming from. I need to establish whether it's coming from home, whether it's coming from friends, whether it's coming from insecurity, because it has to be one of those. And I think as a teacher, it's important to understand why people think like that. And it's important to remember that once upon a time, I was like that. A lot of other people were like that. And it's not really about understanding it. It's about just getting on with it and realizing that to have some students that might be a bit aggressive is quite normal, because they might be going through some personal issues, and I think a lot of people have gone through that before.
If you have the choice, what do you choose between being Thai student and international student?
That's a good question. I think there are challenges everywhere you go, whether it's Thai students or whether it's international, it doesn't matter. I think with international students, I think they are taught quite openly compared to Thai students. As we mentioned before, they're taught how to memorize things. I think with international students, I think they will be very direct. They will ask you questions directly, whereas Thai students might not ask you questions directly. I think it's good to have both. I think I like challenges. I think with Thai students, it's important to make them feel more confident, and with international students, it's important to answer their question, and it's important to give them the knowledge that they're seeking. So I think they both have challenges.
The last question, what do you expect from education system in the future in Thailand?
I think it has to improve. I think currently it could be much better than what it is. I think while there are some positive things to it, like it's a lot, for example, it's a lot cheaper than many other countries. The government subsidises a lot of it, and I think that gives all students access to some education. I think that's good. I think the way to memorise mathematical equations, I think that's very good. However, there are many things that are lacking, especially creativity, especially problem solving. I think that this has to improve, and I think the focus on English and the importance of English should be emphasised much more than what it is right now. And I think that the way to improve it is to really revolutionise the way that it's taught currently. That's difficult because that will require big changes that are across the board. That includes the methods that are used to teach, maybe some of the teachers as well, and maybe even some of the requirements of studying and being a teacher. But I think that it has to improve if Thailand's going to develop. And if it's going to be a fully developed country, I think it's necessary.
There's any questions? Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, then finally I would like to say, as you can see teacher Johnny. Teacher Johnny go out of his way to help his student or any student and with their academic skill, and he want to see people going. Yeah. The student in England or Thai student different English teacher either like friend or friendly. You can show your opinion and understand more than memorize. But then student they will be shy when they have some question. Yeah, that's finished.